If we look at social relationships, they lead to our greater well-being psychologically, physically. So this can just really enhance every part of your life.
Relationships can change from negative to positive or positive to negative. I've had really, really amazing relationships, but I've also had some really negative ones.
There are circumstances where boundaries need to be set and where you need to just be very honest. It is hard to stand up for yourself and recognize that you really do have a chronic illness that needs to be managed efficiently and effectively.
As for setting boundaries, I think that there's a balance of loving the other person and loving yourself and going into whatever conversation that is.
People kind of ebb and flow in my inner circle to the outer circle and the outer circle to the inner circle. It's bittersweet.
Asking the question, is this person helping me move towards the life that I want for myself? Does this person's values and beliefs align with my own? Do I feel respected? If the answer to some of those questions is no, or it feels like you are doing more work in the relationship than the other person is doing, then I would definitely identify that as a red flag.
A specific relationship of moving somebody from a more inner circle to a more outer circle would be when another friend, not a super close circle friend, but another friend had type 1 and would always make a comment when I started beeping, or if I was not eating carbs, or if I was eating carbs, no matter the way, they had a comment. And so if setting the boundaries doesn't work, that idea of the consequence of, okay, you're going to move out a circle.
In those situations, you can feel empowered to communicate your needs. Sometimes it depends on the context of the relationship. It is okay to just step away and to remove yourself from a relationship that doesn't feel supportive or that doesn't feel conducive. That openness to managing the emotional toll of diabetes. Sometimes it is about recognizing what is in our control and what is not in our control. It takes a lot of work and reflection to decide on how much you want that other person to impact your emotions.
I honestly don't think I have cut off any relationships, but I think people have naturally left my life, and they have left and I have allowed them to leave, which is another lesson that I have learned of, if somebody is leaving, let them go. I'm a big fan of the slow ghost, which is totally passive, and a way for people to slowly exit your life without you having to actually confront anybody. It does work. It takes time, and you'll probably regret it a few times, but it'll work.
As hard as it can be sometimes, empathy can be a very powerful thing to have in a relationship.
And that requires being able to be in someone else's shoes, and to really understand kind of the difficulty of what you're experiencing.
While the initial feeling is uncomfortable and awkward, upon a moment of reflection, really thinking about how meaningful that can be and how empowering that can be.
Communication really is the cornerstone of any healthy relationship, maintaining those healthy boundaries, just being your most honest and true self, and upholding your own values.